So like 2019, I get put into this facility, right? And that's for the bank robbery. They said, well, you did this bank robbery, you're gonna have to be in this, because you robbed the bank and blah blah blah, and legally, you have to be incarcerated in some form, and you can be incarcerated here too, whatever the case was. So it was like my first year, I was just like, what the hell's going on, man? Like this shit, because you're not. I wasn't used to being like that long, being inside of a facility. It was like really. I was like, well, like a year goes by. I'm like, dude, this shit is fucked up. You know what I mean? And then something starts happening. I make a connection. I make a connection with somebody who's supposed to be very reputable, apparently, and I'm kind of, on my WhatsApp, or I'm talking to this person. I'm connecting with this person, and I'm finding out so much information. Like like I'm finding out, wow, really? Like, dude, this is what? Okay, and I'm putting stuff together, and he kind of helped me because it's like I had my own abilities within me that I had no idea about. Like it's like your dormant self. Like I thought everything in my head and body was dormant, and I'm like, wait a second. You mean it's possible? It's actually possible for me to do this? You mean it's actually possible? You mean I can? You know what I mean? I had no idea, and I find out about myself, and then I started noticing. I'm like, dude, I've had vampire teeth since I was a kid. How come I'm only noticing it now? I never noticed that my whole life. I never noticed that, and nobody said anything to me. Nobody would say to me like, "Hey, you have maybe they may have said it, but I don't even recall it." I never even thought about it. I was like, "Dude, I have vampire teeth." And I'm looking at him. What the fuck is going on, man? I start finding more. Anyway, this person leaves, and this person was pressured to leave. Apparently, the person didn't want to leave, wanted to stay connected, but there was pressure being put on that person that you gotta leave. So he leaves. Out of nowhere, I just start like, well, I'm already doing that with this guy, and I've already been introduced into this kind of life, and I'm like, and then out of nowhere, like I'd say around last year, like about within a year ago, I really pushed myself. I started like based on what I had learned, I started pushing myself, and I started figuring things out on my own, even like coding and things like that, and I started figuring these things out, even mathematics. I started getting into mathematics and stuff, and and I'm reading a lot about different stuff, and getting information, trying to get knowledge. You know what I mean? Which is pretty much what people do in jail, or whatever, incarceration. Everybody does that. Well, not everybody. The strong do that. But that's what I was drawn to. I was drawn to that. So I started doing all this stuff. And I'm getting into it and whatnot. Now that's fine, but here's the thing though, and then eventually I get to the point that I'm at now, and I'm like, holy shit! This end of December, right after Christmas, it was like, holy shit, man! I finally cracked the code. I feel better, man. Like I actually emotionally and my nervous, everything feels better, man. It's like my life finally changed. The reason I'm saying this is because it wasn't until that very, very day that I got to that airport. It could have occurred from before, but it wasn't until that day when I was flying back that I started getting treated like that. And then when I got to Toronto, everybody was treating me like that. I didn't know what happened. One day I was just walking in the mall, and this lady, this older woman, she had like two kids with her, and she's walking by me, and she goes, "Call the security if anything happens." You know what I mean? She said it out loud as she walked by me. I was like, whoa, 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 what's going on? I'm not that type of guy, man. I don't do those type of things. It was almost like people were pushing me into it, eh? Like the way they were treating me was just it's like they wanted me to blow up on them. You know what I mean? They wanted me to act out. They want, and because I wasn't that type of guy though. That was never my personality growing up. So it was like kind of like an identity crisis. Like, dude, what's going on, man? I was always treated so nice, man. What changed since, I got on that airport? Like, I went to that airport and they started treating me like that. Like, what the hell? Every day I was getting and it was fucked up. It's like people knew that I would be coming for a job, And then they play with me like, oh yeah, you'll get the job. Yeah, yeah, no, you'll get it for sure. I'm like, dude, I don't want to waste my time going there. No, listen, you're gonna get. I go there and they call me. I remember what this girl said to me. For the hiring, she was a secretary or something. I called her. I'm like, what happened? She's like, well, we're still selecting. I'm like, what are my chances? She giggles and she says, 50-50. Because there was this other motherfucker there who fucking took the motherfucking job, I think. Whether he took it or not, I didn't get that fucking job. And they were basically promising me, based on my resume or whatever, and saying that they needed people, that I would get that job. After that, every other company was doing that to me. Everybody was doing that to me. Everybody was treating me like that. You know? And the weird thing is, even the fucked up shit I did, there were people saying like, dude, you did the right fucking thing, man. You did the right fucking thing. Whatever you did, dude, that was some G shit, man. You did the right fucking things, man. That's how they were treating you, and you were doing the right things, man. You did all the right shit. Everything you did. And I'm like, dude, I've always been doing things the right way. You know, I never thought my life I always thought that eventually I would get used to doing admin work or something, and I'd get a fucking job that you need a university degree for without getting a university degree. That's what I thought. But the point is that that's when I was introduced to like people just fucking with me, and it kind of drew me into like the worst corner, you know, just further into darkness, where it was like, how do I react? Because all my life growing up, you gave me this respect. You made me not respect, but you gave me this kindness. You know, you made me feel good. You talked to me nicely. You gave me things. Not things, but you never maliciously, really deeply try to get into my life. And now I realize that there were people doing that, but it was really difficult because of the way I was. The way my life was. Now, because maybe they saw me as more grown, or maybe because they saw me as villainous, is that they were treating me like a villain. You know, and why am I bringing this up? Because I would say, you know, this might be like the beginning of the end of that shit. But I still have that going on in my life. Like, I think to myself, like, dude, what is the deal that you have a problem with me? Like, for example, I walk into a restaurant, right? I go there about 10 or 12 times. It's a pricey restaurant. I'm paying them their prices. Like, sometimes I'm spending a lot of money there too. I'm getting their dinner. I'm getting their their lunch. I'm getting their dessert. I'm getting their tea. Their fucking tea costs $5, man. I'm getting their tea and everything. And one day there's a new guy working there. He doesn't seem to like me very much. After about 2 or 3 visits, he gives me really strong hints that he doesn't want me to come back. I never go back again. Yet I get this feeling that this guy is trying to somehow get revenge. Like, he's blaming me for something. And I'm thinking to myself, it must have to do with money. Just based off the guy and his past, I'm thinking it has to do with money, you know. And then I think to myself, I go, dude, what if he knew that I was going there and he showed up that day at that restaurant and then he started permanently showing up every day. And it was like, just to fucking get revenge on me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have always been like a small-minded boy. I was never aware of like people around me or trends or anything like that going on, or beef or anything like that, racial stuff, anything like that, gang life, anything like that. I didn't know about that stuff. And all of a sudden I'm like, dude, like, there's people who really have malicious intent for my life. Like, there's people who will complain. Like, let's say I get an accolade or I get recognized for something. And I don't even act, because I've never shown pride, like, really, like, up front before. And it's like, even if I don't show it, they're like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. And they think it's acceptable to say that. Oh, no, it's bullshit because it's him. It's bullshit. It's allowed. He's lower than us. We can bully him. We can treat him how we want. He's nothing special. We can treat him how we want. We can do what we want to him whenever we fucking want. And that's the way it's gonna fucking be. And that's the fucking attitude I'm getting right now. That's the fucking attitude I'm getting. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, man. Like, what got into your fucking panties, man? Why the fuck are you acting like that, dude? Why you act like what got into your fucking past? And it's not just one person and one organization. It's like so many fucking different things. What the fuck is it? What is your fucking problem, man? Like, what is your fucking problem with me? You know what I mean? And it's even girls. They'll complain, oh, it's not right that he gets treated like that. Oh, it's not right. He just looks too good. He's perfect. And that's my reason for hating him. It's like, shut the fuck up. You, like, dude, in my day, when kids talk like that, they would get slapped the fuck out, man. Even little kids, man. Little kids will fucking start giving lip like that to people. Dude, their parents would just give them a fucking slap across the fucking head, man. I know that, man. People would fucking smack the shit out of a kid. Like, yo, dude, hey, watch how you fucking talk, nigga. How the fuck are you talking around people around here like this? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Why are you fucking threatening a dude just because he looks like something you don't like? Can't fucking do that shit around here, nigga. You're gonna get fucking slapped. You're gonna get your fucking shoes taken, your lunch eaten, nigga. Can't fucking act like that around here, man. We no fucking daddy's boys, man. You can't be a fucking daddy's boy and fucking have daddy's a fucking top cop or something, nigga. This shit ain't gonna work like that, nigga. You know what I mean? That's the kind of mentality and the kind of shit that I was around. I'm like, what the fuck happened, man? What happened to this generation, man? You got these faggots who coming out with every fucking piece of shit rapper or rocker, whatever he is. He's got fucking the two tat sleeves, the whole sleeves tatted, tats all over the face, all over the body and everything. And he's rapping and he's got bling bling and he's cool. It's like, dude, like, what the fuck is this shit? Because the 90s wasn't like that, man. The 90s was nothing. Dude, we had Nas, Noriega, Mobb Deep, fuck, man. We had Big Pun. We had DMX. We had Tupac. We had Eazy-E, man. What the fuck happened to this generation, man? I do not. I listen to very little new rap, man. I don't know what happened to this generation, man. The kids now are just built so fucking weak. Dude, I'm a 90s baby, okay? Okay, I'm a 90s baby. On the dot, all right? And I look at kids, and because I realize that kids who are born in 2003 today or 2002 are fucking adults. They're 18 years old, and I think about that, and I go, what's wrong with the kids today, man? And you know what? If they're into Marshmello, and they're into rave music, and then they fucking pop MDMA and fucking E and all these fucking crazy rave pills. It was not like that in my fucking day, man. Dude, life was nothing like that, man. I keep thinking to myself, what the fuck happened, man? What the fuck happened to the fucking generation? What happened to people, man? Like you got COVID, and you got Russia starting that idiotic war, and it's so stupid. It's just like, what the fuck happened, man? I mean, where did the world go wrong? Like, what is wrong with today's generation? Everyone's got a piece of shit mentality, man. Everybody wants to put rats ahead of you. You know what I mean? Rats are supposed to be ahead of you. Fucking rapists and shit. And they get treated like daddy's boys, man. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going on? Like in my day, I'm talking about even the adults, like when you talk about rap beefs and stuff, like, dude, there were rappers that you couldn't fuck with, man, and they were just rappers, man. Like, they just hung around with kind of in the gang life, you know what I mean? And you couldn't fuck with them, man. Nobody could fuck with them. Nobody could talk shit about them. Nobody could diss them on a track. Nothing. Nowadays, it's like everybody, you know what they do, man? They don't allow even real rappers to exist. If a real rapper comes out, they start criticizing him. Oh, he's not down with the program. He's not down with modern day. He's stuck in the past. He doesn't know shit about the present. You know what I mean? And they kick fucking these rappers out, man. I'm like, what the fuck happened to the world, man? When I was a kid, and I wasn't like a gangster by any means. Like I was a geek. I was a gangster geek maybe, but I wasn't a gangster. I was maybe a gangster geek. That's a whole different thing. As a kid, I was a gangster geek, I'll admit it. But I wasn't a gangster. But in my day, you didn't fuck with gangsters, man. Nobody used to fuck with gangsters. Now it's like, it's crazy. I don't know what happened. Like, this idiot that I stopped going to, I don't know if he lost money or something, and he probably lost it from before, but he's blaming me with it. Like, he probably fucked somebody over. And then he's like, I gotta fuck this guy over too. I don't know based on what. But the thing is, like, First of all, I got people trying to put their hands in my money. And then I got this piece of shit who's blaming me for taking his money. And all these people are on my ass saying, we're going to do this to him. We're not going to let him get out. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to keep him there. You know what I mean? We're going to keep him there forever. Oh, let's see if anyone can do it. Fuck vampires, fuck angels, fuck extraterrestrials.